I just want you to see the Ontario airport stalking. And this is another stalker over here. They're hiding behind little dogs. They're doing so in the engineer light. And the entity is stalking where I'm at the square. They're flying over the city hall and doing so while another vagina monitor is stalking a woman and doing so under the guise of in the engineer light and the environment, all walking my dog while the airport is stalking. The people of the state are maintaining presence, stalking with light. And I'm documenting their license plates. That's a predator. That's a co-conspirator murder. That's a sex offender. Those are the demons that also engage in criminal summoning while they are stalking you. That's why they're going to prison. P.O.C. That's the airport. They're not flying over the this edge of the building where I'm sitting at the entrance of the library. They're stalking where I'm at. That's a whole airport that is being shut down. That's the fake moon, no longer over the building of the library anymore. Stalking. He's a stalker. They're all stalking. And they are demons. All those gang members at 530 West Hope Boulevard, the Ontario Police Department, focused on my social media, making a whole bunch of admissions regarding you know exactly who I am, while you're making asking questions about, oh, did you say this? Did you say that? There's psychopaths who are monitoring and stalking me, and they're being diagnosed in that malicious audible activity. Johnson, T. York, R. Lilly, Elias, Sergeant Hall, all those gang stalking psychopaths who are monitoring. They're all gang stalking and they are going to prison. And these stalkers are engaging in surveillance at the Ontario Town Square. They're psychopaths stalking under things like fake suns and fake moons. It's surveillance in the United States. Metro 102, I'm going to prosecute. 280 North Limit Apartments, I'm going to prosecute. Downtown Ontario Luxury Apartments, I'm going to prosecute. The entity, this is the city of Ontario, Ontario Town Square, I'm going to prosecute. The entity has a whole fake moon where I'm under surveillance at this venue. And those are sex offenders. Stalking a woman, that's literally what he's doing. He's not a man, he's a stalker, and he's a third-party agent. And the government is acting through the population license 8 MQB 382. All right, the entity is monitoring on my device, interfering with the internet, which everybody is looking at what I'm consuming online, keeping me under surveillance as though the entity is going to control my life. You're controlling what I consume. They're going to manipulate the circumstances. These are all demons who are psychotic. They've already lost with regard to being prosecuted, going to prison, and being diagnosed. They are still engaging in gang stalking. You're witnessing that. I'm documenting what is ongoing surveillance on the video of the internet. Demons that are interfering with internet connection because under the psychotic delusion, if I don't watch a video, then I'm not going to think this about this person, and then they're going to be able to trick me and come in. These are psychopaths. Jason Isaac Fields is a stalker. He's going to federal prison. He's Tracy Banks' sex partner. He's a homosexual male engaging in what is perverted sexual conduct because he's been spiritually attacking. He's a witch. He's been engaged in the pattern of conduct. He's not coming anywhere near me. And there's no YouTube video that's going to change that. The entity is engaged in what is interference with internet connection pursuant to criminal stalking, federal stalking, while they're engaging in what is keeping me under surveillance with the people of the state. They're all monitoring what I'm looking at on the internet. They're all stalking while the entity follows me around with commercial planes, doing so in this manner. This is P.O.C. License plate, co-conspirator of murder, license plate 9 Wendy Victor Mary 417. That's the government. Doing so as a population, knowing exactly what's going on with your genitalia between your legs, summoning the gang members that are stalking in helicopters while you document those psychopaths. That's why they're going to prison. And they're demons that are targeting with impossible light activity, knowing where you are and what you're doing. Also what's going on between your legs and what's going on your phone. P.O.C. This is relevant to monitoring me on the video of the internet. And this is the ongoing confirmation. Jason Isaac Fields is an unlawful threat. This is a co-conspirator of my murder. And there is no internet connectivity that's going to change the fact if that psychopath, that rapist, that homosexual stalker comes anywhere near me after having stolen from me and conspired with Tracy Banks and every other gang member, just like the Ontario police, he's going to federal prison for that as well, because he's going to federal prison. This is public because there's no secrets here. It will be all over the internet and I will be embarrassing him. He's already embarrassed now. He's not coming anywhere near me, and you will not engage in terrorism. You are a terrorist with the U.S. military. You walk around bearing weapons. You come around me, that's a prosecutorial suicide while you're gang stalking. The audacity of a gang stalker, just like the gang members of the Ontario police, is not different, and he's going to federal prison. This is P.O.C. It is currently, by the way, while the entity is stalking me at the Ontario Town Square, which is a threat to my life, following me around, which is also punctuated, underscored with the entity stalking me under things like a fake moon. This entity that's doing this stuff with this fake sun and fake moon, they're psychotic. This is the documentation showing how much of a threat that Jason Isaac Fields is. These are demons. This is the Nephilim. The audacity of this demon to come anywhere near me will be what is the prolonged sentence in prison. He's not getting out. You stole from me. You act like we were married. We never were, and I never would. I'm not into gay men. I'm not into dudes that have sex with people that I'm related to or people that are acting like they're my friends. I'm not into people that try to kill me. It's not going to happen. And there are no secrets. That's why it's all throughout my evidence. And if you come anywhere near me while you're interfering with my internet connectivity, still gang stalking me, having the audacity to come into my presence, you will regret it. This is P.O.C. You're going to prison while the Ontario police are gang stalking me as an entity which you are being prosecuted for. P.O.C. It's currently 9:54 p.m.